Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a little tour here on our Paladin herb and vegetable garden. And we will start by the gate. And here we have on the right hand side parsley. Here we have lettuce. Here we have another little parsley plant here, just transplanted a couple weeks ago. Here is our humongous tomato plant, and it had to be tied up to the stake here because otherwise it'd be falling apart. And it even has 2 tomatoes. Yay. Alright, moving in that direction, we have an eggplant, we have kale to the right, eggplant to the left. This is our oregano. Oregano has grown quite a bit. Here we had our thyme, or thyme, and thyme didn't go too well. But right beside it we have the dill. Dill is doing great. And here we have curly parsley. Curly parsley doing really well. Here we have basil, which is recovering from its winter and overwatering a little bit, so it's doing good now, getting better. Another eggplant, surrounded by basil again. Okay, moving on, we have our old basil plant, which is also recovering well. And on the bottom we have lots of parsley. Okay, continuing. We have more parsley and lots of chives. The chives are doing exceedingly well. Look at that. This is all chives. Here we have sage, and we actually, most of it now is sage that was planted from seeds, and we have one that I planted from, let's see if I can get a picture of it here, a close up. Yeah, this part here was actually a plant that I bought from Lowe's, a potted plant, but it's pretty much just blended in with the rest, so it's doing good too. Here I have a group of little plants here. I got basil, I got sage, and over here, right over here, this would be coriander, or what's the other word for it? Forgot the word now, but I'll get back to it. Okay, and here we have parsley, Italian parsley. Look at that, doing fantastic. Fantastic. Here's another eggplant, doing really well. Look at that, it's growing. It's Black Beauty. Okay, here we have summer savory. It's a herb, it's an annual, it's flowering, as you can see. Little tiny little flowers over here and over here, and it's really all around the tomato plant. This is one of the first tomato plants that we planted. Doing good too. Look at that. To the left we have another tomato plant, one of the originals. They've given plenty of tomatoes already. Here we have what's called the mini eggplant. Very smart plant. The eggplants are all hidden. Let's see if I can show you guys. Let's see here. Okay, there's some here, and there's more over here. Okay, they're all hidden. Turn off this phone. Sorry about that. Okay, some turnips, which have pretty much come to the end of their life cycles. So we'll be planting something else here soon. The tomato plant we had here by our timer for the hose, for the soaker hose, okay, unfortunately came to an end, so it was removed. It was actually right over here. And here is our hose on the wall, doing really well. Over here we have, what's this little plant called? It is called rosemary. That's what it is, rosemary. So rosemary, turnips, and the baby eggplant. Right here we have a little patch of plants here, and we have a mixture of dill, carrots, and a little bit of basil. So they're doing well, doing good. They're next to the door here. And there's actually a little parsley plant, which I also planted here this week. So it's doing reasonably well too. See it here? Okay. All right, moving on. These are ornamental plants. They're the leaf of life plants mixed with carrots and aloe. All doing good. And right here we have a little bit more of them. Okay, continuing. Here we have a little corn. It didn't do so good, mostly because some animal, probably a rodent, took it off the ground 3 times, so I had to transplant it, and that didn't do it well. Here we have our pumpkin. It's seen better days. So lots of flowers, but so far no pumpkin. Here we have pineapple and strawberry. All doing good. Now we're gonna come to one of my favorite parts, which is the raised garden. All right, so these are pepper plants, as you can see, also known as cayenne pepper plants. You have long, thin peppers. Let's see if we can get a better picture of it here. See it here? Okay, got more here. Plenty of peppers, and they're really hot too. Okay, here we have, on the bottom we have carrots. In another month we'll be able to pull them out of the ground. They should be really good. All right, here we have a group of jalapenos. These were all planted from seeds. These are the jalapenos. I've gotten lots of jalapeno peppers already. And here we have the banana peppers. Okay, as you can see, it's looks a little bit like a banana if you take a look at it. It's kind of yellowish and long. So yeah, it's doing well. Not hot. If you don't like hot, that's the kind of pepper you want. Okay, finally, our tomatoes, the husky tomatoes. They are doing good. They started giving lots of tomatoes already. As you can see, they're ripe. Some more here. Very colorful. Yes, they look really good. Look at that. Okay. And there's more carrots over here, as you can see, on the perimeter of the raised bed. More here on this side. Up to the tomatoes again. Okay, more over there. Yes, excellent. And I got 3 eggplants here. Okay, which they seem to be doing good. But comparing to the other ones, I wouldn't say they're much better. But I was expecting more because they got the good soil there. But maybe it's just too much sun. I don't know. But they don't look bad either. So, let's give them a little more, cut them a little more slack here. All right, here is the banana plant. Okay, courtesy of Jason Romig. Okay, so he gave us red plant. This is a red, the one that's standing up is actually a red leaf. And by tomorrow, it'll be a different shape. It'll lose most of its reds, of the red color. And what happens is the leaf will become something like this one here. So it'll have some strains of red, but it'll be mostly green. Okay, that's it. Here's the plant that Anna Hadley gave. Looking good too. Here we have a little bit of squash. Not doing so good. Moving on. We have a few Leaf of Life. This was planted like a year and a half ago. So they're next to the fence. They kind of blend in with the fence, but they're doing good too. Okay. They're doing great. All right, continuing. Here's our mound. And here we have a group of very different plants. So we kind of just mix them up, see what would come out of it, see which one would survive, which one wouldn't. So as you can see, there's a eggplant here. It's doing really well too. I'm surprised it's doing that well. And there's a tomato plant, which I just transplanted the day before yesterday, this one here. It was actually on that plastic container here. So I had to take it out of it. I transplanted it to the ground, and I'm quite pleased that it's doing well, all things considered. It survived the transplant. Okay, great, good for it. Okay guys, so this is a view here from the garden. And finally, I will end it here with our beautiful tomato plant. The green tomato there. And not to forget, we have a purple basil here right by its side. It's a companion plant. It's not so purple anymore. It used to be completely purple. Once again, the lettuce is doing reasonably well. And we will end it here.